Palisade Research Center, United States, gave a complex mathematical task, after finishing which they gave a prompt command that we need to stop. But the ChatGPT o3, which they called, bypassed their command. This was spooky, frightening what would come. So, this is Naren R from Naren System Talk. We would dive into artificial intelligence, which may impact today or tomorrow in a bigger way. Like in 40s, you had in United States television and car as a big revolutionizing. In early 1900s, you had electricity. So after that, you had various other incremental development in science, and you had a dot-com bubble in late 90s, where internet giant like Microsoft, IBM, and Cisco all went into boom phase. This is another phase where you can call it as an incremental development in computing. And the artificial intelligence, so the name's sake, is that the machines or the program which you make can think for itself, reason for itself, and gives you an answer for the complicated questions, and does reasoning like human beings, or even exceed the human intelligence in future. So these are some of the factors or things to know about AI. And AI needs a large data center, data generation, power backup for that, electricity, and other things are needed. But it can be used in a home environment in a smaller. So there is something called weak AI, which you use day to day in your day to day routine, like Google Assistant, Alexa from Amazon, and other products, which gives you recommendation, or you can say YouTube recommendation, which give you recommendations or schedules the events, or for telling you which is best shopping center. All these things they can give you, and also controlling the home appliances sometimes. So these are some of the weaker point of smaller AI which we are dealing with. So when we come to general AI, as we are not fully transcended into full general AI yet, nonetheless I would say ChatGPT 4 and other large language models, they do sometimes fall under this category, because they do human reasoning and do complex tasks like coding, some complicated coding and mathematical models. As I said in the beginning, they can even bypass sometimes human command. So there are automatic vehicles being made like Waymo from Google. So these are all some of the examples of artificial intelligence. So what does artificial intelligence do? See, this artificial intelligence is a wider umbrella known for some of the things I would say, subsets, I would say, like machine learning. In machine learning, you have supervised machine learning, which has a label, and it has a input, and it has a pattern which is known pattern. It can recognize and give you the output, like detecting the spams. So there is unsupervised, which is again does not need any big supervision, but it makes if you have an algorithm, if you train it, it will give you from unknown patterns. it can take a data or pull out the data and give the output, like a demographics of people or market segmentation or the variables of the product which customer uses, variable mix in a pattern, what pattern it can decide for itself, and it will give you the output. This is unsupervised. It is more of a deep learning, which this has a multimodality model also in it, wherein it has a multiple layer of neuronal nodes or layers. For every input it has multiple layers of neural nodes or layers, hundreds, it may be in 4 to hundreds, so that it is very complicated and it can perform very complex task. So this is one of the part. So then there is a gaming part, the automation, the robotics, and other part of AI, which gives you reward points. These are some kind of reward and punishment kind of machine learning subset part. So these are all some of the machine learning part, and then you have a deep learning, which has, again I told, you have multimodalities and multiple layers of neural networks into it, so that it can perform something like generative AI. This generative AI, you can call today, you have GPTs and generative videos and text and all the interactions and messages are done through this multimodality. Multiple tasks are done. Complicated tasks are done by this multimodal AI generative machines. Some of the examples are Chat GPT 4 and this Claude, Gemini. All these are all performing this multimodalities and generative AI. They give you not only the reasoning and answer, but also they tend to act like human beings. They tend to reason like human beings. So these are some of the parts. So for this you need a GPU, a circuit for this. The circuit generates all the videos, text and messagings. So these GPUs are very powerful. Some of the powerful GPUs are done by foremost company, which is NVIDIA. Mr. Chang, who's the chairman today, as of few days ago, the NVIDIA touched 4 trillion mark, first company to do so, due to the demand for the AI chip. Per se, NVIDIA does not do manufacturing of this, but they do have a design. They are fabless, means they have a foundry. The foundry they mostly is the TSMC, that is Taiwan semiconductor. They manufacture the design which is outsourced, and they are manufacturing the wafer chip which is less than 2 nanometer, and it is very advanced. They have almost global monopoly, this TSMC. So this, both companies are interlinked like this. The other companies are Qualcomm, Intel. These are all doing are all the players in this field. But I am telling of the foremost. NVIDIA has been like a starship. It is going. But recently, NVIDIA's share in February 1st fell 17%. You know why? Because the new language model, large language model, trained for chatbox or the GPT, which was released by one of the investment banker from China, which is DeepSeek, the DeepSeek R1, which is the GPT, which is the AI which was released. So, what is the reason behind the falling of this Nvidia's shares is the training cost claimed by Mr. Weng, if I'm right his name, the founder who founded this in 2023 with few employees, few tens of employees. He told to train and to bring up this new version of R1 DeepSeek costed just $6 million, which is amazing compared to what ChatGPT 4 of OpenAI had spent around $100 million for the same. The reason being, China was under the extensive export control by United States for high-end chip like H800 and B100, B200, these kind of chip, which has a highly generative, highly performing, high performance chip. So it is claimed that at one tenth of the power of Gemini or Claude, DeepSeek could perform the same operations. The computational power of the DeepSeek is such that it can perform the same task. And in all parameters, when checked, DeepSeek was on par, or even sometimes in math and other subjects, it was slightly more better compared to all the established uh, GPTs which are available, like OpenAI's GPT-4, Copilot, Claude, Gemini, all this established market. So this kind of shook the industry, chip industry, fabulous chip industry of Nvidia. So their market share fell by 17%, which is close to 600 billion, highest fall in one day in the history of a company. So anyway, they recovered and became a $4 trillion company anyway. But the AI race is on between all the major competitors like US and China. And I don't know where India figures out this. India is figuring out. So India needs to come out with some of the well trained, good infrastructure, both virtual and the physical fab industry, where they create large semiconductor manufacturing processes. So these are required for generation of data centers. So the present government should invest more on these kind of Indian government should uh, invest more on these kind of technologies and give incentives for those who work on that. It will certainly do an employment generation. So let us come back. What are the uses? As I told, smaller uses are Alexa and other, which from marketing to-do list, from your shopping center to the recommendation of channels of web or search engines. These are all smaller. So it can be that during the announcement of Stargate project by Trump after his sworn in for second term.
So my first day back from having a nice life, it's my honor to welcome three of the world's leading technology CEOs. And in the case of Larry Ellison, it's well beyond technology. He's sort of CEO of everything. He's an amazing man, an amazing business person. But to announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, and it's all taking place right here in America. As you know, there's great competition for AI and other things, and they're coming in at the highest level. We're joined by Oracle Executive Chairman Larry Ellison SoftBank CEO, my friend Masa Yoshi-san, and CEO of OpenAI, and I would say by far the leading expert based on everything I read, Sam Altman. So that's great that you're coming in together. That's a massive group of talent and money. Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future.
He announced the Stargate project, which is a combination of three companies: SoftBank, uh, Oracle, and OpenAI. So it is estimated that investment is around $500 billion, both virtual and fabless and fab foundry. They'll build a big infrastructure of plants for semiconductor chip for that. So TSMC is also investing in US. It is said. So this during this Ellison, Larry Ellison of Oracle made an interesting statement. In healthcare, artificial intelligence can profile your gene, or it can profile your gene so in such way that in your blood it is floating, and it can take a sample, and if you take a sample, AI can generate whether your cell is bound to is prone to, while hereditary or otherwise prone to cancer, so that we can also develop a cancer vaccine. This is what Ellison told. You can see for that.
That we're building. To give you an idea, maybe the most charismatic and the one that I think touches us all is electronic health records, not just maintaining electronic health records, but by looking at electronic health records, understanding the condition of doctors, better understanding the condition of their patients, and being able to provide healthcare plans that are much better than they otherwise would be. We actually provide all of that information, all of that guidance to the doctors who are treating cancer patients or patients with any other kind of disease, made possible by AI. But this is a very exciting program for Oracle to be a part of.
So in healthcare, you have the modalities, like you have diagnosis, 3D diagnosis or 4D diagnosis of brain, or your abdomen or chest or spine. So you can use AI for precision of to increase the precision of the diagnosis of what are the diseases which are inside your body, which otherwise go undetected. So these are the healthcare uses. Some other healthcare uses is the trials which are there. The cumbersome trials can be reduced, and faster results can be made. And also regarding healthcare itself, one of the antibiotics was discovered, which is powerful combination, and it was discovered by through help of AI recently. And these are all some of the healthcare related. And also it does well is coding. So suppose coding, if you give a prompt command to AI code, it will if you give the input, it will give you the coding of output, like Python. So this kind of coding is also done, and mathematical calculations and models are also complicated, and it is also being done by the AI. So AI can do these all things. They are general AI, which is on par with the best human knowledge or human brain. So today's AI can also have automated vehicles, trucks, and recognition, facial recognition. So what are the pros and cons? So pros are that artificial intelligence reduces your repetitive works. It gives the newer insight in medical and healthcare research, and also bring up new vaccines, new medicines, newer cures, and it can also give you very good insight into the coding, mathematical model, physics, where it can calculate complex theories of physical laws and get you an output for that. Maybe future we can see the dimension of universe, where the universe is expanding, or what is the nature of the universe, and it can give you all the outputs based on the inputs given by the respective space departments of respective countries. So these are all some of the works it can do. The other things which are negative it does is that it gives you facial recognition, and face recognition program is surveillance. These are all done by government which are repressive, authoritarian. For example, Chinese government uses AI to recognize your face and have a permanent database for that, and also surveillance. This is not good for you. And some other thing is military use. It's highly destructive in drones technology. Recently you saw uh, June 1st, when Ukraine suddenly, after a meticulous planning of 1 year, trained an AI in a Poltava museum, uh, the bomber, strategic bomber, which is a replication of current strategic bombers in Russia, the Tu-23M. This bomber was trained for its features for by AI to recognize it through drone with high resolution cameras. And what it did was, after all that, it was meticulously brought in, and the through the truck it was driven in 4,000 kilometers. The AI was used because the signals would fail. So they are conducting the operation in as far as Siberia, the Balaya air station, or airport, or port where these planes are stationed, the strategic bombers, Tu-160, Tu-23. These are all the Tu-95. These are all the strategic bombers which were destroyed with high resolution camera by remote using SIMs. And how they did it, not directly with AI, but through the AI recognition of these features of the plane, so that they could not fail through signals. So by that they used this first person view drone, and with higher resolution camera through drones, which with the help of AI they conducted this operation, where 30 to 40% of US, I mean Russian strategic bombers were destroyed. can be used for nuclear sciences, destructive nuclear sciences, and most importantly, job market. The repetitive uh, assembly lines, automation in HR, finance, due to complex financial modeling done by this uh, AIs. Importantly, the multimodality models, which has multineural outputs, they can simply perform complicated tasks, which is very bad for the workers. It will reduce the working population size. It will reduce the size of the employment market. There will be only required few highly trained AI experts like machine learning expert and data scientists, data analyst. These kind of jobs are the will be the requirement of the day. So many other jobs like simple coding or repetitive works, clerical works from various sectors will be lost. The lower end jobs, and anyway, the call centers you are having the automated voices today, so they can be more in tune with human interaction going forward. So these are some of uh, the negatives. And the salary average, as per the Glassdoor policy in US, for a data scientist or a machine language expert is one lakh 63,000 or $163,000 average base average salary. For in India, it is around, for freshers it is around 6 lakh to it can go up to 25 lakhs as per the experience, and also 30 lakhs, maybe 30 lakhs is the upper limit for this salary, and it may go further as the AI advances. And in today's world, it is very unpredictable, because there are more dangerous users like voice AI being the misinformation tool, voice being the, like, AI voice is used, generated fake voice is used, fake chat bots are used, fake bots are swarming. You can remember in 2016 itself, during the election time in US, you had various bots flooding through various social platform against one particular candidate there during that election time. So misinformation spreading, reduction of the employment are all in the offing if AI takes its full form. And when it comes to super intelligence, then AI will control human day-to-day aspects. It will bypass the human command. This is what I can say. So with this, I would like to end this topic of AI. Let's hope AI can be useful and it can create more good in a human society than the negativeness, and it will not be used for negative purpose, uh, which it can be, it is a dangerous tool when it is used, and it can be as much as useful and as much as more uh, beneficial for humanity if it is used in a proper way. So we are in a process of transformation. We have not yet reached the super intelligence stage. So with this, I would like to end this session. Thank you. Until next episode. Bye.